You finally have stability. The relationship is good. The job pays well. Your routine works, and yet there's this quiet hum of dissatisfaction. A restlessness you can't name. You look around at what you built and think, this should be enough, but it isn't. And you feel guilty for even thinking that. Society has a word for people like you. Ungrateful. They tell you to count your blessings. To practice gratitude. To be present. And you try. You journal. You meditate. You list what you're thankful for. But the restlessness doesn't leave. It sits in your chest like a stone. You might even know the phrase, the grass is always greener, and you use it to shame yourself into staying put. But here's what nobody tells you, that restlessness isn't ingratitude. It's a signal from one of the most sophisticated systems in your brain, and ignoring it might be the worst thing you can do. Psychology suggests that this chronic unease isn't a character flaw. It's a symptom of something called psychological homeostasis disruption. The nervous system is trying to tell you something. You aren't broken, you're bored. And boredom, neuroscience shows, is one of the most dangerous states for a human brain. Let me show you what's happening. Your brain has a structure called the nucleus, accumbens. It's your novelty detection system. It scans your environment, constantly asking one question: is there something new here worth exploring? In ancestral times, this kept you alive. The person who stopped exploring died when the water dried up. The person who got comfortable in one hunting ground starved when the animals migrated. So evolution built you with an internal alarm. It's called need for cognition paired with sensation seeking. When your life becomes too predictable, this alarm goes off, not because something is wrong, but because nothing is changing. Here's the paradox. You need stability to feel safe, but you need novelty to feel alive. And when you get one without the other, your brain rebels. Think about it like this. Imagine a garden where every plant is identical, perfectly maintained, perfectly safe, but nothing new ever grows. That garden isn't thriving, it's stagnant. Your life right now, it's that garden. And that restlessness, it's the wildflower trying to break through. So what do you do when stability starts to suffocate you? You don't blow up your life, you introduce controlled chaos. Here are 3 principles, grounded in psychology. Your brain doesn't need you to quit your job and backpack through Asia. It just needs variance. Psychologists call this environmental enrichment, the same concept used to keep captive animals mentally healthy. Take a different route to work. Try a restaurant you'd normally never enter. Start a conversation with someone outside your usual circle. These aren't life changes, their pattern interrupts, and your nucleus accumbens lights up the same way it would for major adventure. Because to your brain, novelty is novelty. Stability feels suffocating because you've eliminated all friction. But friction is where growth lives. You need what psychologists call optimal challenge. Not so hard you break. Not so easy you coast. Pick one domain in your life, just one, and make it 10% harder. If you run, add hills. If you write, publish it. If you cook, invite someone to judge it. This is called eustress, good stress, the kind that makes you sharper, not smaller. Here's what most people get wrong about restlessness. They think it's permanent, that once it arrives, it means everything is wrong. But developmental psychology shows that humans move in cycles of consolidation and exploration. You build, then you wander, you commit, then you question, you stabilize, then you see. This isn't failure, it's the rhythm of a healthy psyche. The people who thrive long-term don't fight the cycle, they plan for it. They know that every 18 to 24 months, the restlessness will come. And instead of panicking, they ask, what small exploration can I begin now? Not to escape, but to expand. Here's the model. Your life isn't a ladder. It's a spiral. You move inward toward stability.